Hello, a friend has driven down from the Northeast, and we're out doing photography. We'll be doing that for the next couple days, so sorry I've been incredibly busy, and also today and tomorrow. These are really boring shots, but it's just about getting some exercise and hanging out with a friend. And these are shot with a GFX 50R and the 45 millimeter f2.8. Of course, interestingly enough, you could zoom in at about 300+% and see every grain of pollen. I think these are trumpet flowers. This, of course, is not a full TIFF. This is just a rendered, like a 40 megabyte JPEG from the processed file from the Capture One application. But very color rich and very lovely. I always laugh my ass off when someone talks about the quote-unquote old sensor in the GFX 50R and 50S. I mean, we'll take a look at the now 10-plus-year-old Nikon D4, and the dynamic range on it is incredible. It's almost impossible to clip the highlights on it without doing it on purpose. Obviously, these are some real deal horses put out to pasture. It's incredibly cloudy, overcast, stormy day with lightning and rainstorms and thunderstorms, but you can see a couple of horses out in the pasture. I said these are only 40 megabyte JPEGs as opposed to 300 megabyte full-size TIFF files, but there's already oodles and oodles of data on those. It's Capture One application, which I prefer for editing and finalizing the shots, either in TIFF or JPEG for upload. And we saw this guy from afar. Apparently he's a bird photographer. We talked to him for like 10 minutes. I was like, what's he packing? And he's telling us how he loves his X-T2 and his 100 to 400 millimeter lens. I asked permission to take a shot. Here he is. It's just hot and humid as hell outside. Just absolutely unbelievably hot and humid. And the GFX cameras are just absolutely stunning. There's just no other way to put it than that. The dynamic range, saturation are just off the hook. Amazing. I did not actually render that one yet or make any adjustments. Like this. This one's actually straight out of camera on the raw file as seen through Capture One, and take it into let's take it into about 300%. Roughly. Yeah, here we are, we're at 300%. Absolutely amazing details. You just don't see that. I don't care if it's a Sony or a Nikon or a Canon. Canon would be the worst of all of them, but there's just no output like this on any 35 millimeter camera. There's just nobody that can argue that either. You take the same shot and you could just zoom in for days, almost literally. There's just really no comparison at all. Had a great day. We're gonna go out shooting tomorrow, and this is a decent sized crop, same 45 millimeter. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry I've been busy the past week, but yeah, a friend drove down and he's headed down to Tennessee. We'll be here for a couple more days, and just go out talking about photography and doing some shooting with him. And just wanted to show you, these are boring files. I mean, I like doing it, and it's fun, being out and about. I mean, it's not my favorite type of photography, but I greatly enjoy doing it, actually. But, wow, these images are just so amazing. I mean, they're not amazing themselves. When I'm talking about looking at the bark of a tree, I'm talking about the dynamic range and the contrast and just true output. Just absolutely amazing. That's what I'm making reference to. So anyway, I shall shut up now, and hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you.